Hello. Tell me.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Hello, I'm Tony Green. Unfortunately, fans and friends, I have to inform you that this will be my last Tony Green episode. I've actually been offered a job to what they say greener pastures, no pun intended. But I'm fucking done with this show. Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Green.
Oh my gosh. Hey everybody. Just take a look here. Some of my accessories, my accoutrement today. Oh my gosh. And I have just a little rosé. Oh my gosh. Something just beautiful. Beautiful today. Oh my gosh. This is a cab blend there. And we're gonna have it. And we're gonna come right here. We're here in the heart of Magnolia. You didn't expect me, but I'm still here, honey. And I just heard that Colin is having his last episode. Did I hear that right, Colin?
Yeah, a little something. In about 3 to 4 minutes, I have an interview for another show.
Okay. You do look very interview-esque, I have to say.
Yeah.
Who chose your outfit?
I've been texting my mother. She just started texting recently, and she said,
nice.
"Where you were to that funeral?" And I said, "Okay, Mama."
That's so true. And what are you drinking tonight? You always have something a little bit simpler.
Yes, I'm glad you asked. This is my shameless plug to Bud Light seltzers. Gotta get it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
My Laffy
Oh my
Taffy
gosh.
garnish.
And
Ooh, Laffy
yeah.
Taffy.
Oh my gosh. Is that Laffy Taffy?
Yes, it is.
Okay, well, you chew on that while I say hello to DJ Shower. DJ Shower, how are you doing?
DJ Shower is excellent. Thank you so much for asking, Tony. I'm so happy to be here, back in the shower.
Yes, you're back in the shower. Does it feel like home?
You know, it does. It's kind of dirty and cramped and quiet, so I like it. It's neat.
Well, you're doing it right. It sounds like you're having a great time in that shower, and I hope that you're staying clean. Can you believe that we've done 11 of these quarantine episodes? It's crazy.
It's amazing what you can do when nobody stops you. It's funny. It's like when the market
Yeah.
is wide open.
That's
like
a good way to put it.
You know, like,
Oh my
stop
gosh.
if you can. Good luck to you.
Yeah, this show's
We
the only thing I've done in
Colin,
11 weeks.
oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys saw. So one, we're doing the show on a Thursday this time. So that's what's different because everything is opening back up tomorrow. Are you guys headed back to your respective works somewhat tomorrow?
I'm going to give it another weekend or two. I'm in no rush. But I want to check it out, man.
I'm going to be hanging out in a parking lot outside of a wine bar. So I guess that qualifies as work. I don't know.
Yes, 38 in Vine, yes?
Yes, ma'am. That's it.
Okay, Fort Worth Magazine recently awarded 38 in Vine with the best of wine list. Oh my God, which is so crazy because I'm over here at Kent & Co. And I thought I had the best wine list.
I just had to one up Rachel Ramirez right quick.
You surely
Sorry,
did.
boo.
Okay, shout out to Rachel Ramirez. And happy healing to her. She's at home getting just healed up, honey, so she can come back to us at full strength tomorrow.
Oh,
so
she's
big
getting
show,
hammered?
you guys.
Got it. Cool.
Very big show. Do you know who we have? Did you hear?
I hear we have a city councilwoman on today. Is that correct?
Yeah, city councilwoman Ann Zadeh is with us today. So
Best
fabulous.
name of all the city council women. I'm sorry, that last name is killer.
It's a good last name.
Am I allowed to talk to the guest? Am I allowed to talk to the guest this episode?
Probably not. It's a city councilwoman.
I look smart.
You do look very smart. I'm definitely going to leave room for you to ask a question if you have something, okay?
Wow. Okay. It's his last show. He might go out on a very bad note, Tony.
That's fine. It'll be the last time. Okay, Naaman, do you know DJ Blake Ward, yes?
I know DJ Blake Ward, yeah.
DJ Blake Ward. He's doing some really cool things, kind of giving us a Dallas check-in today. And we're very excited about him doing some really fun things like his Corn TV series. And then he's got a big collection of DJs coming for an event this Saturday that he's going to tell us about.
it's funny. Like we always like dog on Dallas because it's Fort Worth versus Dallas, but I love Dallas Cats, and especially Dallas DJs. Shout out Blake Ward, the homie
Blake
Tony
Ward is
Schwab,
killer,
DJ
sober.
Fort
Oh my
Worth.
gosh, yeah, there's so many
Yeah,
fabulous ones.
absolutely.
All right. Well, of course, we want to let you know how we do this thing, and it's right there on the bottom of the screen somewhere, maybe here, here, here. Yes,
Ew.
there it is. That's our Venmo. That's how we keep creating the show. That's how you help us through these troubled times. And that's how we try to give a little bit back to our team after we give all of ourselves to you during the episode. So without further ado, we're going to start with some talk segments. And okay, first, we're going right into what I mentioned earlier, DJ Blake Ward's Quarantine TV segment. It's truly fabulous. Let him have a look at what he's going to make for us right inside of, I believe, the double wide. Check it out. Okay. Okay, so let me
I love
just tell
MTV
you.
and old MTV.
I think you naming might know the bartender that you're about to see pop up.
Ah,
When Grey Goose approached us
Yes.
about making a how-to
Ryan.
video for the home bartender under
Yes,
quarantine,
that's good old
we thought,
Ryan.
vodka.
love that
That's
man.
the one
Yes,
spirit
he is
everybody's
a
got
fabulous
stashed away in their
person.
sock drawer at the
Wonderful,
trailer.
wonderful.
So while you've been
bartender.
at home hanging out like a hare in a biscuit, we've been thinking of ways to wet
Oh
your
my gosh,
whistle
we can hear
with
it
some
now.
goose.
I love this.
Now, we could have gone the classy way and
God, I
made
want
something
a
like a
drink.
Vesper Martini.
Ooh, yeah. Costume change.
We
good.
even thought of a modern classic like Goose and Red Bull. We even considered a
Oh,
Moscow
I missed
Mule.
that.
I want to
But we
see
do
if
things a
either of
little
y'all have had
differently
this
here
drink.
at
You
the
guys
One
have had to
Single
have had
Way.
it.
To us,
Oh, yeah.
a 7-course meal is a moon pie and a six-pack.
The moon pie.
And a cocktail means
Not
something
that
like one of Mama's mixes. Say a Hurricane or a Freedom 75. Or our infamous Yoo-Hoo Yeehaw. Now I know what you're saying.
Oh.
Freddy.
Yahoo
Double
Yeehaw.
couldn't
so
possibly be
delicious.
giving away the secret to one
Every
of its
time
most
you say
secret
it,
I'm not
libations.
in Dallas.
What?
Colin, have you had that?
You're right. While
Oh,
we might
dude,
not
I've
be
been-
ready to
it's
sacrifice
weird.
any of Mama's secret ingredients, we did come up with a great version you can make in the comfort of your own trailer without risking exposure to any infectious diseases more intimidating
Yes.
than those you might catch from that trailer across the park you keep seeing your uncle pop in and out of.
Have you actually had it? Is there
And while
any
we
actual
all
milk
might
in
limit
that
the
drink?
closing of our favorite
No,
restaurants,
I think Yoo-Hoo
we wanted
is
to give you a little taste of
milk-free,
our
or is
trailer
it-
and
it's got
yours,
whey.
till the day comes when you
no,
can come
no,
back
no,
and
no,
sit
no,
across the
no,
bar from
no,
us
no,
and
no,
get
no,
milk face at Double Wide or
chocolatey
Six Wide. For our home version of the
It
Yoo-Hoo
will
Fabulous.
fuel the
You'll need
hangover, man,
ice,
for sure.
vodka,
Yes, they're adding
Vanilla
Grey Goose.
extract.
Make it at the house.
sweetened coffee or cold brew,
Yes,
and of course,
bitch.
a bottle of Yoo-Hoo. First, combine 1.5 ounces of
Nancy
Grey
Lamb's
Goose,
on. Hey, Nancy. Oh, I love her.
a drop
She's on there.
of vanilla extract,
That was not a drop.
an ounce of coffee,
That was not a drop.
He's
and of course, top it with some Yoo-Hoo.
not quite the mixologist, but he does make a.
Add
It
some
was
ice.
very, yeah, that was
Shaking
no
the drink will
measurements
give it
needed.
lots of lovely little shards to give it a slushy effect in your finished product.
Yes, yes,
that.
fine.
Standard shake.
I didn't get a
It
fucking
was a
shake.
good steak, though.
Somebody forgot their garnish.
Blooper.
Oh, there he goes. You're so right.
And there you have it, folks. An apocalypse smacking cooler as welcome as an outhouse breeze.
I don't know if that's like actually good,
Woo!
but you
It
know
is.
what?
These
It's
and you'll
very
be
double
swinging
wide.
like a sissy at a Bob
Yeah.
Wills concert.
It is very good, honestly.
It doesn't seem too far from like a White Russian, basically. I mean, what is it?
Uh,
Vodka
it's,
and chocolate.
I think it's a
The
take. You've
Yahoo
never had it,
Yeehaw.
Colin? Have you ever been to the double wide?
Man, every time I go to Dallas, I can't park, so I just go back home.
Oh my gosh, you
It's
are
a
so
wasted
silly.
trip, man. You got to learn where to park. Like it's.
Yeah, I have no problems with or quarrels with Dallas. It's just I don't like parking there. Like I never
You
know where
don't
to
like
park.
parking.
Well,
No.
I'll
Well, let's
drive.
talk
and you can
to,
come
I
with
think
me,
we
I'll
have in the
park.
room, Blake Ward, and he is going to be with us live, so I should have DJ Blake Ward with us. Oh
What's
my
up,
gosh.
guys?
Yeah,
Oh
look
my
at
God.
With his birds. Yes.
Who is that?
I'm not a DJ anymore. I'm a live animal handler. I'm Jack Lee.
Oh my gosh.
This is my
Is that
baby
like-
chicken.
That's a chicken.
That's a chicken. She's a
Oh
baby.
my gosh. How
Oh,
did you
that's
get
Two
a
and a half weeks
chicken?
old.
This is so wonderful. Okay, I was just telling my producers you would do something extravaganza, and you brought a chicken to the forefront. This is so crazy. I love chickens.
Listen, I don't have a lot going on these days, so I've got to raise
Same,
my
bro.
own eggs.
Yeah,
I remember I
you're
used to
doing
be a
it.
DJ. Do you know
Yeah.
that? I used to be a DJ, but now I raise chickens.
I love it. Okay, Blake, chicken wrangler, if you will. Can you tell us a little bit about your journey from DJ to chicken wrangler?
Well, so obviously, all this quarantine stuff has happened, and I've just had to get really creative with what I'm doing with my free time. Since I'm basically just on unemployment now and working for tips on Twitch, so
Yeah.
I started Quarant TV basically because I knew a lot of my friends who were performers weren't going to be making any money. And that was a project I started with Double Wide and Yesco Productions. And we've had like 88 Killa on there, who's a Fort Worth cat.
Love that
And
guy.
Yeah.
well, I think the best one we've done is Joshua Ray Walker, who is just seriously, everybody started crying when he played. It was just so good. So it's been a fun project for me, and I've been able to teach myself some new skills. And then I'm doing my drive-in theater stuff and just DJing on the internet. It's real weird.
It's so crazy. I really love the skit that you had just before. That was the Quarant TV episode 2 with Ryan, who I love.
Right.
I a long time ago. I don't remember where. It was somewhere kind of in the Munger Ross area, but I stayed on a loft area after a party at his house, and it was just like my first experience with him. Such a sweetie poo.
Nice.
I love him.
That's
Tell me a
true.
little bit about what's going on this weekend because that's what I feel like begs some attention.
Well, I've just been trying to do something interesting every weekend that kind of made me do something a little different. So like last weekend was the drive-in movie. And that was pretty fun and just an experiment of sorts that went pretty well. And this weekend is just like an online festival because there's not very many opportunities for me to get all of my favorite local-ish DJs in one's place. So I've got like Tulsa, Oklahoma City, Austin, Houston, and we don't have Fort Worth, unfortunately, but we'll definitely get a Fort Worth guy next time.
We need to have, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Well,
I've been
love
talking
that.
to Ronnie and Jason.
Please continue to talk to them. You know, I live with Ronnie now. Auntie made the theme.
You
song
live
for
with
the show.
Ronnie?
Yeah, I'm with Ronnie.
Oh, no way. I love Ronnie. He's one of my favorite DJs.
I'll tell him you said hello if he's not watching, which he will be in trouble for.
He's got the
All
best
right.
energy. I think that now that I have to like do everything online and like people are watching me, I just try to think, how does Ronnie dance? Because I'm just not used to having to move around in front of people all the time and dance and stuff. So he's great at that.
He does it very well. He does it very well. Well, I just wanted to really have a check-in with you and a Dallas check-in. Thank you for doing that. And I want to give a shout out to, so where can they find everything for this weekend? I know it's going to be on discotx.com. And then where else? Streaming live?
So the easiest place to watch it is twitch.tv/disco_tx.
Got it.
And then I'll put it up at discotexas.com as well, which is just discotx.com.
Okay, well, I'm going to hop on the
And
stream
then
this
Quarant
weekend.
TV you can watch. Yeah, it'll be fun.
I will. I'll say
see
hello.
you there.
Yeah, I will.
Okay,
I'll say
good.
hello this weekend. What's the name of your chicken? Oh, I didn't hear that, but
my girlfriend named it.
okay.
I've never
I
seen you
heard-
so into chicks, Tony. I didn't know you were into chicks.
That's Colin. Okay, well, not normally, but this is a special circumstance, and it was a special circumstance to have DJ Blake Ward on the show. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Liz. Thank you. Thank you, Blake. I'll see you soon.
Good talking to you. See you later.
You too. Always. Bye. DJ Blake Ward, I love him. I love him. You guys really need to check out that. Quarant TV is a really cool, well-produced little bit of TV for you to watch. If you're looking for something local that's on TV, you should check out his content and say hello to his chicken if you get the chance. Thank you so much, Dallas, and thank you, Blake Ward. Okay, I think we're going to keep on talking. We're going to go right into, if we have it right, I think we have someone from the Fort Worth City Council. I think we have someone from District 9, the lady herself, Ann Zadeh.
Hi.
Hey, Ann. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. It's really hard to remember to look at the camera and not at your own face on the screen.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't know how well of a job I do at it. I just kind of like do something a little bit smoldery looking, and then I just hope that it's working.
Comes across well.
Thank you. Well, welcome to the show. We've wanted to have you on for a while now. I'm so like I can't believe.
We talked about it when you very first started doing these things. So I guess it's quarantine to make it happen.
It took too long, and I'm glad we got to do it. How has your quarantine been?
Well, it's had its moments. I enjoy being with my family, but I am quarantined with my husband and my youngest son, who's 18, and they are both experts, and I am not. So
oh my gosh.
That's been a little tough. When I see people walking down the street, I tend to go out on my porch to say hello. Just to use my words on someone else besides the people I live with.
Yeah. Well, congratulations to your son. I did see pics that he recently graduated, had a quarantine graduation.
He did.
And yes, Jim, he's a sweet thing, and I will, if I need him for any legal advice, I know who to call.
There you go. He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
He's always really sweet. Okay, well, I really wanted to hop in because today we're having the show on Thursday night, and that's because Friday there's like a return to, I wouldn't say it's normalcy, but it's definitely our new normal. How can you speak about it kind of from the perspective of one, a councilwoman, and then kind of two, just as a resident?
Absolutely. Well, I think, we're doing our best to continue to make sure that people stay safe. So I'm always encouraging folks to pay close attention to what the CDC is recommending. And as we slowly open things up, providing as much information as we can to folks about how to do that in a safe manner, both for the businesses that are opening and the patrons that are going to be in those businesses, just to continue to follow those best practices. So we definitely want to support our businesses and we want people to be able to go back to work, but we also want people to remain safe. So as a council member, I'm just trying to share as much information as possible and make sure that people have the resources that they need and the answers to their questions if I don't have them personally, to put them in touch with who does, and then go from there. I personally, I saw one of your other folks saying that they're going to spend a little more time at home and not venture out quite.
Yes.
That's going to be my way of doing things too. I think a lot of our local businesses, and especially our Southside businesses, have been doing a fantastic job of providing curbside pickup and delivery. And I've been frequenting all of those businesses and ordering things and picking them up. And I will continue to do that. And I appreciate the extra efforts that they've gone to do that.
I've said it a lot on the show, but I think that our service industry and a lot of the businesses that are going to be open have to kind of lead the way by example about how they open these businesses, how they maintain sanitization standards, and then how we, I think this weekend is really about just the visibility of it and how it's going to look, just to the public. Like, how do these things look? How do our choices that we make look to the outward public, and then we'll see how people respond and then take it from there. But yeah, I feel like you're one of our leaders. So I'll be checking in with you. I'm going to give you the update if you're still at the house, girl, because I'll tell you what's going on, the tea around here.
You just let me know.
Okay, so Council 9, what do we come to Ann Zadeh for? What do we come to you for whenever we need help? What is the thing that people most come to you for, need you to speak for us on?
Well, I think that a couple of things. When I very first ran for office, a lot of people came to me and asked me questions about how to get things done at the city level. And I knew a lot about how cities worked and ran and how to get in touch with people at the city. And so I continue to do that. There are some initiatives that I find really important. And one of them you were talking about earlier, someone mentioned going to Dallas and not knowing where to park. So one of the initiatives I like to work on is bringing better public transportation to the city of Fort Worth. So I encourage folks to take public transportation, then you don't have to worry about parking.
Okay, speak of that a little bit more. So public transportation right now, I've seen there were some free initiatives. Of course, we have our bike sharing program, gotten bike lanes into the area. But
Yeah.
how is public transport remaining safe right now?
Yeah, Trinity Metro has gone out of their way to ensure the safety of both the people who ride their buses and trains and the people who are operating those buses and trains. So they've made all of their fares free for a certain period of time in order to cut down on the interaction between their drivers and people coming on the buses not having to pay.
Got it.
Fares went back into place just recently. And now they have some barriers between the drivers and people getting on and off the bus, and they're doing distancing. They're not allowing people to sit in every single seat. They're running extra buses on some of those routes, and they're running a Sunday service right now, which they'll be doing for the foreseeable future. So they're going above and beyond to try to make sure that people are practicing the physical distancing and keeping everybody safe, as well as getting their drivers tested and all of that.
I love that. It's just, it's about all of the extra precautions. And I can completely, I can really understand that. And I hope people are seeing that and the effort that goes into putting that into action.
Yeah,
well, thank you again so much.
I was on another meeting with the Bike and Pedestrian Advisory Committee, and they were talking about the bike share. And there's been a huge usage of that during this time as well. People using it for transportation as well as recreation to be out in the healthy, clean air.
I use it every day. I have to tell you, I ride one of those. I try to find an e-bike, of course, because I'm not trying to pedal too hard, honey. Okay, but I do try to get one every day. I have to say, so you mentioned Colin before. He's the one. Yay. Hey, James. Okay, he said yay for public transport. Okay, surely is. Okay, I wanted to throw it to Colin, my co-host. He does have a question for you. So he's in a business suit. He's looking very professional for you today.
I heard he had a question. I'm a little scared.
No, it's good. I'm glad. Perfect timing. And quick question. So I've got Dallas Parking on the phone. I'm telling them we're getting rid of it. Just no parking. Whatever you want. Curbside parking. Let's bring it back. And
we have been talking a lot about using parking spaces for other things.
right.
A decrease in a lot of people driving places during this. And so one of the things we're talking about is allowing some of our businesses to use the right of way to expand like their patio space and that sort of thing in order to allow them to do business, but keep people separated in that healthy way. So we need right of way be useful for everyone, people walking, people biking, and people driving. So
smart. You heard it. You can park anybody you want in Dallas.
Yeah, no say about what goes on in Dallas.
We will edit that out, Ann. Okay, don't worry about that.
We'll edit it out of the live.
Oh my gosh! Someone else asked if that is a Razor phone, and that is indeed the Razor Gold Edition that you're seeing. You can find that at Colin's house, and we have that for auction right after the show because he has lost his job. It's so crazy. And can you talk about the future of the city? In any way, what you want or kind of what we're going towards?
You know, I saw some news earlier today about how we're continuing to grow and that right now we're at 13th largest city in the country, but we're very, very close to 12th. And one of the things that we need to make sure people do is to fill out their census so that we do have an accurate count so that all of the funding that comes from the federal government can come to Fort Worth so that we can provide the things for residents of Fort Worth that are good for all of us. So as we grow, I think it's important to make sure that all of our neighborhoods provide the beneficial things that we see a lot in some of the neighborhoods that you frequent, like the near South Side. So places where people can live and work and play all in close proximity. So just making sure that we have that equity across the board and provide those wonderful places for people to live, no matter what part of the city that they choose to live in.
Thank you so much. It was really cool to talk with you. And I'm like, after this conversation, I'm just glad that you're my representative too. So really, thank you so much for being that for us, chatting with us. I'd love to keep in touch. And yeah, we want this not to be your first time on the show. We want it to be we're going to have you back as many times as you want to come, girl. Okay.
I'm happy to be a regular on your show, Tony. I really.
Thank you so much. We'll be checking in with Zadeh very soon. Thank you so much. That was fabulous.
Thank
My
you.
God, don't you feel so good? Okay. Oh, thank you, Naaman. Okay.
Yeah, I'm helping.
Okay. All right. We are going to cut right into DJ Shower because we have another segment coming up called F That Decade. And we have a wonderful, wonderful guest nemesis. Does Colin know?
He doesn't know.
Colin doesn't know who. Oh my gosh. This is fabulous. Okay. Play me out, DJ Shower.
Playing you out, baby.
Yay. I'm so excited. I hope. Oh.
Oh, Tony.
That's that decade. Yes, we are back. Oh my gosh. Thank you, DJ Shower. I like that little beat. What was that?
That one is called the Doom Beat.
The
Because
Doom
it's
Beat's very
Colin's impending
futuristic.
doom. Ah.
Colin, take a big sip, okay? Take a very big sip, because I
Are you
have
ready?
something for you. Okay,
Oh, wow.
You ready for this? You ready for the game?
His head's wagging, Colin. Be careful. Ah.
Okay, yes. Get that seltzer right together. Okay, are you ready to meet your competition on the show today?
Oh,
Yeah, maybe.
Colin, you are not ready.
Okay, bring her to the stage. Oh, hey, baby. Okay, bring her to the stage. Okay, bring Colin's fabulous opponent to the stage. We have him ready.
His
Oh
arch
my gosh.
nemesis. Okay.
You grab a martini glass as well.
Oh, no, I
The
hope you
brothers.
did. I just responded to a random email this morning. Oh,
Oh my gosh. Welcome to the stage. This is James Jardine,
for having me.
Colin's brother. I'm so excited. And they
Shower.
both have martini
Big
glasses.
fan of showers, not music, but
Hey,
shower.
Yeah.
DJ Shower on the ones and the twos. All right.
Yes.
Are we
Oh my
ready to
gosh.
play F That
James
Decade?
is in here today. I love James. This is fabulous.
whatever.
Okay, Naaman, you take it away. Sorry.
I'm taking
Don't mind me.
It's away. All right. So we're going to play F That Decade, kids, but F this decade, the one that we are currently in right now.
Oh,
We're going to play F
wow.
this decade, kids,
Thank
because
you.
I have questions pertaining just to this decade. And so you know, there are no COVID-19 questions. This is pre-COVID-19 F this decade questions. Are you ready? James
Yeah.
Jardine.
Yes.
All right. We only have 3 questions. The first to answer wins the points. Okay. Question number 1.
Do we just call it out?
Yeah, you just call it out. Call out your answer, and I'm gonna just
Oh,
guess
they just
who's gonna
call it out?
win. It's gonna be, I
I'm
will.
calling you out, Colin.
Oh, wow. Really?
Oh.
You're calling out. Got it. Cool.
Actually,
Okay,
I hope
the new
he wins
rule.
everything-
New rule.
I hope he wins at everything he ever tries in. So let's do it.
Yeah.
New
James,
rule.
new rule. You have to be drinking when Naaman asks the question.
Wow.
And
He just finished his drink. Come on, man. He just finished his drink. Okay. What
Look at
did
that.
a young philanthropist sell to raise over $1 million for Australian brushfire relief? Young
Jingo
philanthropist.
babies.
What's that?
Jingo babies.
Not Jingo Babies. Colin Jardine.
I'm gonna say their virginity.
No. Both
Jingo
wrong.
babies virginity.
What a young philanthropist sold for $1 million. Her name on the internet, on Twitter and on Instagram is the Naked Philanthropist. She sold nudes for $1 million. Nude photographs. Nudes.
What's
Well,
her
Oh my
name?
gosh.
No
What's her
points
name
are awarded.
Nobody got that point.
Nobody
her
got
name?
the point. Okay. All right. Question number 2.
Okay.
This is a video question, and the image will pop up in a second. So name this stubborn eyesore from January 2020.
The Leaning Tower of Dallas.
That is correct, James Jardine. That is the Leaning Tower of Dallas.
Yes.
Points.
Okay, let me take a sip for him.
Points.
Yeah, that building made it down, right?
It finally made it down after like 10 or 12 days of them pounding on it. Just like people from Dallas, it takes 10 or 12 days of them pounding on something to get the job
Are we
done.
frozen?
And
No,
Zadeh
we're
would
not.
never let that happen.
No, you're good. You're good. It's all you're on there.
Dallas always looks like that to me. You
Just
know,
random buildings that need to be knocked down. Is that what you're telling me?
everyone there is just crooked. They're all just
wow.
walking like
Come
that.
on, man. We just had friends from Dallas. Tony Green is trying to bridge the gap between Dallas and Fort Worth. Question number 3. Knitters, people who knit everywhere, were angered when the Disney Corporation sued Etsy users for copyright infringement for creating homemade versions of what lovable character?
Baby Yoda.
Correct, Colin Jordan. Baby Yoda.
Did you just drink it off? Oh, Lord. Wait, but that puts them at 1-1. Do you have a tiebreaker?
There is no tiebreaker because brothers equal love. And I feel like leaving these two on the same footing is going to make their mama happy. And if Mama Jardine ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. So congratulations, Mama Jardine. You raised 2 very fine boys.
Hey, our
And
mom.
1 okay boy. A very okay boy and 2 very fine boys.
Oh my God. They are so silly.
Yay. I'm selling news for $1 million.
Oh my God.
Selling news
They
for
are
$1
so
million.
silly.
Get on it, buddy.
You did. Didn't you not predict this, Naaman?
I predicted this exact thing.
You did. Oh my gosh. You guys, thank you both for coming on the show. I guess, even though this is Colin's last show, we love you both. I'm going to send you guys both off with a little treat. You're going to find it. I'm going to bring it to you. It's going to be very soon. Okay? Okay, we'll tease that. We'll find out to you very soon.
You guys.
We love you both. We love you both.
Fabulous. Oh my gosh, you won. How do you feel, Colin?
I don't know. I'm overwhelmed. I'm actually thinking any moment. I'm kind of stressed out now because, as you noticed, my Motorola, I bought that for the interview to look sharp, but it's not even the gold one. It's I just painted it gold.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's
that's not the true gold. Oh my God. I told people that was a limited edition gold.
Yeah.
Lord mercy heaven. Okay. Well, I want to take this moment to let people know that Colin is eventually going to need some more paint to paint that phone, that scratch that he just made. And this is the Venmo right there. And you can find us there. And if you want to give to us, then we're going to help Colin. We're going to help Colin. Okay? We're going to help Colin. We're going to help you get a shower. We're going to make that happen for them. And we really want to thank you for helping us to do that. I have some really exciting news coming up. But before I can do that, I want to inspire you and give you just a little bit of hopeful moments. I had a chat with hot chaplain, hot pastor, Mark Weathers. He is a fabulous person. He used to live right in this community, right here in Fairmount. We had him. And I just was like, you know what? I need somebody with an uplifting message. He was notably known for making these marquees at his church up in the Panhandle whenever he moved away from us. And after he moved away, he became the naval chaplain. And I called him, and we had a check-in Hawaii, girl. How many hours was that behind? It was 4 hours behind. Thank you. Oh, 5 hours. Oh, my sweetie producer just changed to 5 hours. 5 hours behind. Okay. Thank you so much, my sweetie producers, for setting that up. I know that was a lot of craziness. So thank you to them. And you're going to get to find out what we did in this little video segment. So I introduce, without further ado, me.
Oh my gosh, that was a fabulous introduction, and I am back. I am meeting with my friend Mark Weathers, who is all the way in Hawaii. and he's coming to meet with us. He's a few hours behind us, but Pastor Mark Weathers is known around Magnolia. He's a hot pastor. He's our hot pastor. It really is. He's just a cute man. He's a good-looking man, and he's always so sweet and just really mindful about the community as well. And you'll see that in what we have upcoming. Welcome to the stage, Mark Weathers. How are you, Mark?
I'm good. It's evening in Texas.
It's evening in Texas. What are your thoughts, if you can tell us a little bit about your thoughts on Fort Worth?
You know, Fort Worth is the hometown of my heart, even though it was not the hometown of my upbringing.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell anyone that Fort Worth is a very complicated place with very complicated people. And Fort Worth is not known as a place that is diverse. But I think in the last decade, it has become a place that is like culturally, musically, artistically, has brought in a lot of different people with a lot of different passions. And it's been put right down in the middle of a place that is historically traditional and conservative.
You always kind of had just an inspirational view while kind of pushing the boundaries of what it was to be in a conservative space, to be within that area. I think that's what you did while you were here. So we were going to take a look at some of the marquees that you created and kind of became known for online and got some notoriety for. What can you tell me about this one right here? Let's start there. We cannot comment on the pact Tom Brady has made with Satan.
This was right after the most recent Super Bowl win.
Okay.
And I'll say of all of the church signs that caused problems for me, that caused like pushback and phone harassment and hate mail, this one was the worst.
Lastly, I picked one more, and I thought I'd pick this one because we're coming up on Pride Month next month. A lot of the Pride celebrations across the nation have been canceled right now. So I thought this would be a cool one to end on.
Pride in the Panhandle is an interesting thing because when I went to Pride in 2016, it was the second year they had done it ever. And it was still felt kind of daring in the Panhandle to go to Pride Month, to be involved in it.
Mark Weathers, do you have anything to send us off on? If you could put something on a marquee or say a few words for the city during this pandemic, what would you say to us?
This time has been, for me, a period of reflection, for me to realize that our health and our time with the people that we love is far more short and far more brittle than we often reflect on because of how busy we are. And while this time has kind of immense struggle and anxiety and tragedy for many of us, that this space might be also a powerful reminder for us to reflect on what really matters most to us. That life is not about work and buying and saving. So that if we have a little extra solitude during this period, maybe we need to really mark it in our minds and decide what is it that we want to do with this short, beautiful, fragile thing called life.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much, Mark. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to send that message out on Hello, I'm Tony Green today now. So it's going to be today whenever they see this. And I will remember that. I'm thankful for this time with you. And yes, tell somebody I'm thankful for their service out there. And I'm thankful for yours as well to the show. Hello, I'm Tony Green. I appreciate you being on, and we wish you all the best.
Great to be on the show, Tony. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Okay. Hello, everybody. Hello.
We are back at Hello, I'm Tony Green, and I am joined by none other than Marty Englander. Marty, hello, how are you doing, sweetie? This is this is my sweetie biscuit. Not only my sweetie biscuit, he is oh my gosh, he's my boss. He signs my checks and has been doing so while we record our show here for the last 8 weeks. How has that made you feel having us here?
You know what, Tony? You kept it entertaining during quarantine. And all your guests via Zoom, but it's been fun having you here.
Via Zoom, we've had our guests up here for, that's right, the last like 8 weeks. Thank you so much, Marty, for having us.
It's been fun.
Let's talk a little bit about what we're doing whenever we open tomorrow.
Well, we're opening tomorrow. We're excited to have real people here. We will say this. We want to thank the community who's supported us from a retail standpoint. It's been great since we have a retail license to having everybody come in and be able to buy wines and enjoy them over the last few months. But we're ready to have bodies in the seats and smiling faces, sharing wine. Obviously, we're going to be sharing wine via social distance and have a few changes in mind, but we're excited to get this thing rolling again.
We're ready to have bodies in the seats. We're going to help maintain the social distance. We're going to do everything that we can. We're going to have reusable glasses. One-time use glasses. And so we're going to have a really cool new list for you to see. You can see all of that starting tomorrow at what time?
12 o'clock tomorrow.
Noon tomorrow.
We have a new list tomorrow at noon. We also have added 11 to maybe have a few more. So we have 13 tables outside. So we've added to a new outside patio that we didn't have before. And we have our doors open, walls open, flow of fresh air, a lot of fresh air, and a lot of great wine.
It's going to be happening. And of course, I have one more thing for Marty before we say bye for now, but not forever. This little wonderful trinket for you. This is a pen I just wanted you to have. Just something special. I'll be telling you.
Should I pierce my ears with it, or
There's a lot of different options, okay?
I'll be wearing it tomorrow night when you come see me over here at Kitten Company.
Cheers, you guys. Come see us tomorrow at Kitten Company when we open the doors. Thank you guys so much. Good job, Marty.
That's awesome.
All right, follow me back to my seat. It's time to continue the show. I know you guys have seen that pin. It kept appearing all night. I have some news about it, but I have to tease you for now. I can't tell you too much. All I can tell you is that, you know what? Tomorrow is Friday. And you know what? If you need something, just a little trinket to remember us by, I'm going to have a place for you to do that. And I'll give you this one hint. I can't say that it has something to do with Panther City Provisions, okay? Panther City Provisions, okay? That's all I can really tell you. I can tell you Chance. I can tell you Kayla. I can tell you fashion. I can tell you summer collection. And that's really all I can say right now. I can't say too much more.
Because I know.
Is it Barcadia? Is it Barcadia?
No, it's not Barcadia, Colin. Barcadia.
Those are the hints. Those are the hints. Oh my gosh. We really want to say thank you to everybody because we have been out here having the show at Kitten Co. We're going to try to do some more fun stuff from here. Maybe one more thing before we kind of wrap up this whole thing. But if this is the last time we see you via quarantine, then just know that we're coming back. And we are going to still think of creative ways to come to you from time to time, whether it be short videos, whether it be our live streaming show, whether it be, oh my gosh, whether it be a pin. Oh my gosh. And with that, I want to say one more time, you can donate to us via the Venmo down there at the bottom of the screen. This is the pin right here. And I can tell you that this is going to have its moment in the sun. You will find out more about these tomorrow. Look forward to an announcement from Panther City Provisions, our friends over on South Main, Chance and Kayla Morgan. We love them so much. And there's going to be some big news tomorrow. So look to your inboxes, look on social media, and look to Hello, I'm Tony Green to share it as well. This has been another episode, the 11th episode of Hello, I'm Tony Green. And I thank you for button. See, he's always doing something.
Uh-oh.
15 episodes?
This is our 15th episode, Tony.
15th
It's
episode.
11th quarantine episode. I thought that's what we said earlier.
Well, it is
Yep,
the
we have-
11th, but it's our 15th episode.
We got
It's
three.
the 11th quarantine episode. My sweetie producers are in my ear arguing with me what I'm saying. I
know.
told them. What is it? What is it? What is
Tony,
it?
11 plus 4 is 15. We've had 4 live episodes. 11
I know.
quarantine
That's what
episodes.
I said. I said that. That's
I'm
what
just
I
trying
was
to
saying.
get you to do math live, just for the
Oh,
people.
yeah, why don't you do that? How about 2 plus 2 equals the show is over for now. So how about you can play me out? Colin, you're the DJ now.
Yeah, get good. I need a job. Cool. Yeah.
DJ Showers.
Thank you guys so much. DJ, play me out.
Until Tony hires me back, I'm not playing the theme song.
Oh my gosh. I have to what?
Hire me
Are there
back.
drug tests?
Okay, I have to hire him back. So goodbye for now, but not forever.
All right, let's kick it.
Thank you, DJ Shower.
You're welcome.
Yes.
DJ forever.
Okay.
Got to stay, gotta walk all day. I'm completely exhausted.
Tony, I better get one of them pins. It's all safe.
I got some for you guys.
People like my vibe, make me a celebrity.
Here's some more whiskey and going back to work.
So take a sip in the Donka shade.
Colin, it's so silly. Oh my gosh. There goes Brandon. Oh my god. I love it, Brandon comes out. Oh my gosh. Y'all want to go see the thing? Okay. Oh wait, there's no light. There we go. Okay, we're still good. Yes, let's just we can't really see them. Hey, we're here. But don't worry. We're standing by for now. Oh my goodness. Oh, is it slowing down? He's mixing it. I like that mixing it. Okay. Okay. Yes. We're right.
There's no drug tests, are there?
We would all fail. We would all fail.